Again, for this, you need everyone to be Relic 5. C3PO is fine to keep it Relic 5. Wat is good to have it Relic 7 just because of Kenobi, as well as Shaak Ti. Kylo Ren is good to have it Relic 7 because of Supreme Leader. And Vader, you can have it Relic 7 or Relic 8. With the nerf, his viability did go down a little bit for this, where his damage did suffer slightly, but it's not as bad as some people thought it was. So from the start, we actually want to take this med pack and we're just going to put on Shaak Ti. The actual effects of the med pack don't mean too much because the boss's effects stop it from working, as well as all the other techs from Wat. All that the techs do is make it so Wat will assist. So what we're going to do for Shaak Ti is we're going to call Wat to assist. And the reason that I put the tech on Shaak Ti first is because I know Shaak Ti will go first, as she has a higher speed than C3PO. So she gets the tech first. If your C3PO is faster, you want to put the tech on him first. And then you want to call Kylo to assist. Now, for this part, for the opening, you do not want to basic the boss because that will add turn meter to the boss. You also don't want to call Wat Tambor to assist because Shaak Ti will hit the boss, adding turn meter. And we want Vader to take a turn before the boss. So we're going to click one of the other piggies, and we're just going to basic him. Then we're going to go and give Vader the blast tech. This used to actually mean something when it had defense penetration, but now it doesn't mean anything. So now, because Vader had enough speed of 244, and I didn't provoke the boss by basicing him, I was able to take a turn before the boss did his ability, and you will see why this matters so much. So I'm going to open up with Merciless Massacre, and then I'm going to just basic around the world. And this is to lower my Massacre cooldown. And then for my last thing, I want to Crush. The whole point of this strategy is so that you stack up the dots as much as you can. Notice I'm not throwing the lightsaber because I'm not ready for that to be thrown yet. So now we're just going to play control a little bit. We're going to stun that. And you almost always want to put Assault Team on C3PO. You don't need to put it on Kylo Ren because Assault Team will cleanse the entire team. And Kylo Ren will almost always have taunt, so you don't need to worry about that part. Now that we're into the main part of the battle, you almost always want to do Oh My Goodness on Wat because that will call him to assist. And then once you get to the attack on C3PO right here, it will call Wat to assist twice, which is what we're looking for. So we're going to work around. Don't ever basic the boss with C3PO because it reduces turn meter, as you just saw. And you can reduce the boss's turn meter and it will actually make the boss gain turn meter instead. So every time it's Kylo Ren's turn, you want to basic unless you can stun a piggy. But for the most part, you want to basic because it applies tenacity down, as well as gain taunt for Kylo. And because because main piggy doesn't have tenacity down, we're going to go ahead and basic. You almost never want to do the third special, it doesn't do anything. So we're going to keep on working through here. Don't ever do the second attack from Wat. It does a lot of damage to the boss based on your dots, and you don't want that to happen. You basically want to do as little damage to the boss as possible throughout this entire thing until you're ready to throw the lightsaber with Vader. So we're just going to keep on working on Vader. And with Shaak Ti, you always want to call Wat to assist, because as you saw, her calling him to assist will make him do the basic, and then her having the Wat Tambor tech will make Wat basic as well. So we're going to keep on working on Wat, and we're going to keep on working on this piggy. So sometimes you can actually get a little bit unlucky, and the boss does a cleave every time it basics, and sometimes it can kill someone off. Most of the time for me, it's Vader. that gets killed off just because he doesn't have a lot of health. So if that happens, just restart, go again. Now for this part, normally you want to call Watts to assist, but because the boss doesn't have tenacity down, nothing, like no dots will stick to him. So we're going to go ahead and call Kylo Ren to assist instead. We're going to go ahead and basic, because all the other abilities don't do anything to the pig. And we're just going to keep on working on the boss, just getting those dots to stack up. So as you can see, my Vader's taking a little bit of a beating here. And we're just going to keep on going. So we're going to go ahead and crush. And this is the whole gist of the entire fight, is just trying to get your dot meter, dot count as high as you possibly can get within the realm of staying safe. So right here, we're going to go ahead and stun a pig because we don't want him to gain taunt and ruin our dot stacking. We're going to go ahead and get the debuffs off of him. And for this, we want to keep the pigs up, so you're just going to see me basicking the boss with Vader. And same thing, no tenacity down on the boss. We're going to call Kylo Ren to assist. And because he gets his animation off before Wat Tambor, and he gets called to assist before, the Wat basics will go off before, after the tenacity down. Now, we still don't want to do basics with C-3PO on the boss. So we're going to go over here instead to the non-stunned pig, and we're going to confuse it. This way, if it does taunt, it can't gain any buffs because of the one confused stack. And it will it will make sure that we can keep stacking up debuffs on the boss. So we're going to keep on going on the boss. We're going to call Wat Tambor to assist. Kylo's going to take a little bit of beating here, but that's okay. Again, all the debuffs are on Kylo Ren, but you can keep on putting it on C-3PO so that C-3PO gets the speed up. Now this is where some people can go ahead and just open up, but I like to be greedy, and we're just going to go ahead and basic the boss. Now if you're not doing too hot, like a lot of your guys are looking a little low, you would want to massacre right there. But we're doing fine, so we're just going to keep on stacking. And let's basic over here, just so that we leave Big Piggy alone for a second. And we're going to heal up Kylo. Call Wat to assist again. And now we're finally ready. Once Force Crush gets to 2, you know that you're ready to go. So we're going to massacre while looking at the boss. We're going to basic one of the pigs. We're going to crush another one to get those dots stacking. And now we're up to 53 dots. 53 debuffs in general. The big thing that you want to know is you have to have Merciless Massacre still on the big boss. So with that, we can now throw the lightsaber, and we'll see it at 95%. We throw it, and it takes out a full 5%. So now this part, now he's pissed off and he's going to murder your entire team, which is fine. And there we go. That is how you do the Darth Vader.